Can attack the Futurama ships? See, the punch doesn't slow you down, but every other thing does. The developer just forgot the basics of the game. God, I feel like such a bully, honestly. More lore, let's go. I can barely breathe in here, I hate it. I think these are supposed to be loading screens, but I don't know what the game is loading, honestly. Hi, Ma. Can I just discharge? Okay, thank you. I don't need to talk to you, stupid old bitch. Well, time to discharge my orbs inside this thing. I love it when girls discharge their orbs inside things. Okay, I need to change hair again, man. Great, the 4th-inch container is full. Well done, baby. Yeah. What's going on? Oh, nothing. Just think about something else. Honey, I can tell something's wrong. Talk to me. I'm here for you. It's nothing, Ma. Nothing I can't handle. Which is it? Nothing or nothing you can't handle? Because that is something. What do you want me to say, woman? I want you to tell me why your hair is constantly clipping in your face and I want to help you. Well, you can't help me because the developers couldn't physics. Try me. It was my fault, okay? I can't stop thinking about it and all this is just a constant reminder. Dad's dead because of me. And there's nothing I can do about it. And it's sitting away at me. I don't know why this is coming up now or what context it has to the current situation, but my spaghetti hair are terrified. Oh, baby. Where is that coming from, the physics? It was not your fault, honestly. If I keep thinking if I hadn't been so stubborn, maybe you'd still be here today and give me better hair. We have talked about this and you are... I know. It's a long time ago, I know I'm supposed to be over it by now, but I'm not. And every day it haunts me. Over it. Let me tell you something about Ack. Every day there are hundreds of different things that remind me of your father. Like you, like that mug over there. Not you. My daughter isn't what reminds me of my husband, it's the mug. That was his favorite mug, and I think it took me on every remote dig. That Sunday morning ball we used to see every weekend. His idea of a perfect first date was to take me to a game like that, the old fool. Your eyes. Your generic brown eyes, every time I look at them, it's like I'm looking straight into his. That's a weird thing to say to your daughter, but okay. All those things, yes, they're partly painful, but they're mostly beautiful reminders of all that he means to us. There's no such thing as getting over the death of someone you love. What are you saying? People have it all wrong about it. It's lose someone and you are supposed to feel about it. People say it's hard losing someone you love. The truth is, it's not losing the part that's hard. It's the aching loins moving on after you do it is that hard. You're not over it because there's no way to get over losing your dad. The only thing you can do is move on and learn to live a life without him in it. And that takes time. Well, apparently you two girls are doing perfectly fine in society. A lifetime. Doesn't change the fact that I'm responsible for what happened that day. It made me terrified of doing the same to someone else. I've taken shitty job after shitty job trying to feel each day away from anyone else. I have only one real friend and I've pushed him away too because I was too afraid to be there when he needed me most. And top it of all, know that one person I've left behind the blood barrier locked up because of me and I don't know if I have what it takes to get you out, Ma. Don't you see it? I'm making things like a soap opera worse everywhere I go. I'm in a complete mess and the world needs someone whole to fix things. Nobody's asking you to fix the world, you narcissist bitch. I'm just not missing an arm, Ma. I'm missing everything that matters. Oh! Hack, what are you talking about? This is just a day to reminder of my mistakes, my arm. Stop this talk! Aki, listen to me! Being complete is an unhealthy idea to begin with. This is what the developers think. Being complete implies you're done growing, figured everything out, found all the pieces, and therefore have nowhere else to go. Being human is about being a work in progress, a puzzle with an infinite amount of pieces. And you, baby, have found many of those pieces on your journey here to this moment. Yeah, sure. Tell that to people who are trying to date in their 30s and 40s. I've never seen you take anything with this kind of determination, not since your father passed, and that means something. Everyone suffers hardship, but what you do in the face of those hardships will determine what kind of person you are and how you grow. Instead of being down yourself, you should perhaps be the first to acknowledge just how far you've gone, just how much you've grown. You do that and you'll be on your way to becoming a stronger person. The strong person that I already know you are. I guess taking down these giants have been quite impressive, huh? You are a work in progress, dear. Even me. No, don't talk about yourself like that, you hot piece of MILF. Don't beat yourself up like that because of it. You're stronger than you think. Oh! Oh, just like prison scenes. So close yet so far. There's a hole in the wall over there. Just give him some snacks, man. Ah, the two perfect women making their mating call. Oh, you're reading for a new energy signature. Another giant. Yes, but it's something about this one. Yeah, an earthquake this time. Not just that, it appears to be moving and the signature is coming from underground. What? It's inside the house? Are those things getting subterranean now? It appears so. Well, whatever. Wherever it is, I'll handle it. Send me the coordinates. They'll mark its grave. The coordinates, not my fist, even though I'm holding it like that. Now that sounds more like the act that I know. Here, baby, before you go. This will come in handy. I just sent you a new schematic I've been working on. Awesome, thanks, Soto. I'll make sure that this is the central workshop right now. I'll be back here soon, okay? Okay, baby, be careful, bye-bye. And Ak, your father, wherever he is now, I know he'll be proud of you. He could also be in hell. I never understood the expression, wherever your parents are, they'll be proud of you. What do you mean by that? Do you mean my parents deserve to go to hell? Okay, mother. Away! Inside tiny elevator, let's read another joke. Hey, Tez! You were right, opening to up mouth was exactly what I needed. Of course I was right, I'm always right. You can be a real asshole sometimes, but I can't deny you have given some pretty good advice. Don't get cocky now, it's time to focus on the mission. Yeah, let's do this. I'm still speed reading? Okay, I need to make this clear. Yesterday when I was editing the video, literally, this isn't even a joke. People can shut the fuck up that like I complain too much. Yesterday I was editing the video when I fought the fire boss. After the fire boss, there was 25 minutes of cutscenes. 25 minutes of cutscenes is just like speed run reading it, you know? Like people can shut the fuck up, honestly. Man, I was not kidding. The signal is coming from somewhere way below the ground. What do you think this? What do you mean this? What? Ah! It's your fault. What the Michelin was that? What was that? Even I felt it. Didn't you see it? See what? Man, who the fuck cares? Let's just get an upgrade and get out of here. Downward push. Don't talk about your mom like that, but okay. Downward push. How do you... By the way, every time you get a new superpower, the superpower gets only explained on how to use it at the boss fight. The flying looks fun. The flying looks fun because it's been a while since I played a game that looks that the flying is fun in. But also, like, not really. Like they didn't do anything special compared to other games, you know. Okay, we're here. There's gotta be a way to get down to this thing. Got it. This must be it. Yeah. Guilty. Oh no, not again. What? Images keep flashing into my mind. I can't control it. Could this be the energy from the energy extraction? I've never heard of anything like it. Snap out of it, Aki. Let's focus on the next core. I know. I told you I can't control it. It's gone now. Let's go. X! When am I gonna use X? There's a million buttons, even F. By the Nine Rivers, what's in this underworld happened here? Honey, I can see the rich energy signature. What are you up against? Can you see the giant? I see the giant alright, but it seems like we're a little late to a party. What do you mean? Well, whatever that thing is, looks to be dead for a long time now. Don't let it fool you. The energy signature is faint, but it's still definitely there. It might still be dormant. It could be a trap. Don't let your guard down. Right. I'll be careful. You've got to be kidding! I'm running into some major interference on my end. Seems like the transmitter is not calibrated. Tick-tock, this... Ow! Ma? Ma, can you hear me? Oh, just great. Seems like we're on our own feathers. This thing gives me the creeps, man. This is at maximum text speed, by the way. And there are like sometimes still places where the text just stops. I do not know, I wish the game would stop. None of the others look like this. Ah, God! This is the place for my visions! We have come this far, don't hesitate now! Baby girl! Oh, right, that's my dad. What the? Dad? What? You hear that too? Yes. Dad, is that you? Aki, something's not right. Tread with caution. Dad! Hey, baby girl! How is that possible? Don't be afraid! Dad, you sound a lot more nasally than I remember. I'm right here with you. What? Afraid of what? Wait, no! Dad, your nose is sticking out! Don't leave me! Watch out, human! That thing is coming to its senses! It senses fear! Why are the orbs pulsating? How can you even pulsate an orb? Well, we're gonna fail because the hair is my eyeball now. I can't reach my feathers. We're gonna need to figure this out to ourselves. So, Perry? Yo, man, if it had captive, then you people would have needed a way to keep him docile. Like, punch that thing? There, keep you docile. Oh. It's secure, of course. Press X. Nothing else works. Don't ask me why nothing else works. Don't ask me why nothing else works, honestly, because, you know, that totally makes sense. A flying game without air control. Are you okay, sir? Did you just vomit out your core? Well, that was easy. Aki, look! The core. Okay, what's the catch?
Oh.
Alright, one step closer to getting Maya out. And fulfilling destiny. Ah, your mission, yeah, that too. Okay, let's get this over with. Let's get a wet orb. It's your fault, murderer! What? Where am I? What happened? Oh, Teotor, of course it can be that easy. Great job, Aki, you walked straight into that one. Welcome, Talcum! I've been waiting for you. Oh, wonderful, it talks. Oh, for the love of Amaze, really? Aki! Papa! Why do you sound so nasally? Wait! Am I trying to find my loser dad again that died? By the way, I can't attack, I can't run, I can't parkour. You're right, you got it right last time, Feathers. Any thoughts on how to get us out of here? Follow the skeletons? The human skeletons in the machine. Tez! Man, Tez, you! Is there anything that you can do yourself? Or do you need someone to tell you what to do all the time? Alright, asshole, what do you do to my friend? Friend! You know friends, Aki, you drove them all away. Oh, what a complicated maze, huh? You have built walls around you, literally. Now you lie trapped inside the prisons of your own making. Oh no, skulls! I'm walking the skulls of dead bodies. You think I'm afraid of your little maze? I know you are, what am I? As soon as I'm out of here, I'll end you with my endurance build. Come on, it can't be far, I can feel it. What's the matter, little girl? Are you feeling unwell? Dad, which way do I go? I'll let you know a little secret. This is exactly how he felt. Those final seconds. Please, I can't breathe. Ma, make it stop. Don't be afraid. I'm right here with you. See, I still, you see? Like, even though... Oh, can I punch or something? No. And what kind of sense did I get? What kind of mess did I get myself into? The biggest kind, the dirtiest kind. Feathers, are you there, buddy? Come on, Tez, this isn't funny. This one time I actually need him. Damn it. Perhaps. Ma, this is Aki, can you hear me? Yes. Oh god, it got it working again. I really need to hear your voice, Sawtell. Oh, my love, I'm glad you're okay. It took me a while longer than I thought to get those sensors to recalibrated to work underground. What's going on? I pick up your signal, but I'm not seeing you anywhere near the signal signature. That monster set us up. What? It tricked us into touching a fake core. As soon as I tried to extract its energy, everything went downhill. It teleported me some weird ruin, I think. Teleported you? How is that even possible? I don't know, some sort of nightmarish maze? You know, I don't handle cramped up spaces well. Yes, I know, Ita. I'm your mother, you don't need to tell me. But then again, there is not a lot that you can actually handle, is there? Ma? Your whole life is just a failure after failure. What? I'm damn pretending you're a waste, Aki. At your age, I was already a department head. What about you, a worthless delivery girl? You're a disappointment, and every day I wish it was you buried under those rocks instead of that hot piece of ass. What? Wait a second, my mom doesn't talk like that unless it's in private. You son of a bitch! Stop impersonating my mother! I can see through your tricks, even though it took me a while. Can you, Aki? Can you? Yeah, I can. But this is where like all the extra content to the game that didn't make any sense went. So you finally... Sir, you finally emerged! Listen here, you little prick. I don't care for your stupid games. The incense here right now and stop copying Scarecrow! But we're just getting started and we're really looking forward to having you join us. Us? Yeah, Aki! Mom! We've been waiting for you for some time now, and in that time we've gotten to know each other very well. I like how she's technically just standing in his hands. Aki, get out of here! She thinks highly of you, this man. She insists you'll save her. Let's put that to the test. Ah, get out of here! Mom, hold on! I'll save you, Mom! Come here, don't be sure. What the fuck are you doing? Are you attacking your own mother? That's not how it works! Am I supposed to do this? Like, you know, epic moment? What's going on? What's the matter, little girl? Can't reach me? Don't keep your battery thingy. She's dying to see you. No! Ah, damn it. I can't keep falling for his tricks. This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. Oh no, now what? The shadow people are attacking. All this smashing and you're still getting nowhere. There's a lot of text and dialogue in the middle of combat that I need to read because the developers don't realize what voice acting is, I guess. They can't afford $5 for no voice acting. They can't pay a Hollywood actor 5 extra napkins. Punching and punching and punching your way through everything like an animal. Because I am. Is that any way to speak to your mother? She has no respect for anyone. Is the bad guy agreeing with my mother that I'm useless? I wonder who should get that from. Certainly not me. Maybe her knows her father. What is happening? Don't you dare talk about my father, you the decrepit relic. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Did I strike a nerve, Ita? Oh, what, they don't die? Yeah, they don't die, they keep on recomposing themselves. Aki! Over here! Come with me! Huh?
How did you do that?
Dad! My eyes!
Come on! I don't care about your hair. Fix it later. In here, you obey my rules.
What? Man, what the verbal diarrhea? Oh crap, no. No, light creeper! Oh, emotional downhill. It's dawning on you now, isn't it? Without your little toy, you're just a defenseless little girl. I'm not a little girl. You can tell by my hips.
You always be my little girl, Aki.
Thanks, Mom. Is that a compliment? And now they're buying time. Now they're buying time in the game. They're actually buying time. The developers are actually buying time. I mean, I don't know what this adds to the game with all these wonderful graphics that I'm not looking at. But hey, at least I can appreciate all the skulls. It's a boss fight. It's a boss fight with text. Yeah, I know. It's literally a game, an action game, where I'm fighting against the boss with dialogue. Let that sink in for a minute. I don't even have a choice of the dialogue and options. It's just literally like story. I'm fighting a boss with story, and I'm not even interacting with it. I'm writing a stupid, fucking pointless, pathetic attempt of a visual novel that has nothing to show for it.
Allow me to show you what awaits for you at the end of the road, Aki.
Nothing but eternal darkness, just like this developer's budget. That's enough of this! I just need focus.
Why bother, Aki? Can you not see? There is no future for you here or anywhere.
Your father's gone, you have no friends, your mother hardly deals with you any longer, even if she even survives. Stop it! Reliant on others, you're always lost nothing on your own. I don't remember you when you die. For that, you'll float forgotten, lonely in the void of solitude. Shut up! Is that what one developer said to the rest of the team? Come on now, concentrate. By the way, this is just a black screen, okay? Like, I don't understand why the developers literally didn't cut out 1 or 2 boss fights in the entire game and make it shorter and more creative than this. None of this is real. He's not making me feel like this. Don't let it control me. Focus, Zach, focus! Yeah! Yes! Shield. Okay, let's get... Oh, but you're already Michelin, man. Oh, this was it. What?
You know what I think? I think it would help you to start seeing things from a different perspective. Here, I'll lend you my eyes.
What the? Teach you help you see the hardships you have caused all those around you. I'm sorry. They inverted the controls here. Okay, wow, developers, come on now. You can't even, like, remap the controls correctly. Wait, is everything else inverted? Okay, let me press A. Oh, all my controls are inverted, I think. Yeah, they are. Oh, each level inverted. Okay, this is on purpose. I need to press D now to go down. That's what she said. And I press D to go up. Except now I'm going diagonal. This is so entertaining. It definitely serves a lot of purpose in the game. There's no... I'm sorry, is this game not made for, like, widescreen? By the way, now you go diagonal as well. Did the developers forget people... Like, when was this game made exactly that they forgot to widescreen in this area? And they keep on repeating the level. That's enough for games. Show yourself. And why would I do that? So that I can smash to pieces. I can't believe I actually felt sorry for you back at the cavern. You think you can beat me just because you transform me to your little funhouse, you freak? No matter how many of those stupid chambers you build, I'll find you and I'll destroy you.
Build? You don't get it, do you?
What are you talking about as I sway my hips?
Actually, do you know where you are?
Who cares? Some dumb ruin, I'll beat you anywhere you want.
We're inside your head!
Thank you, Windows, for telling me of updates. Hold on. Windows is telling me I have updates. I'm pretty sure my updates are more interesting than this game right now. I didn't create anything, Aki! All these rooms, these you created yourself, including the nano portals. I've been merely using them. And they're not even in widescreen. To see your own mind turn against itself, the late fool. In the countless millennium of my existence, I've seen many tear themselves apart from the inside, but you make it almost too easy. I'm here now, boo. Come and get me, talcum scum. Aki over here. We're almost out, baby girl. Come on, you got this. Ah, closing walls. Society itself is closing upon Aki. Well, if the controls worked, of course. Oh no, not this. It's your fault. This is all in my head. Including my hair is my head. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I can do this. Your left hair is scared. Yeah, just repeat the two pictures. This is the end of the road, Aki. Ah, I'm not afraid of you. Yes, you are. I know what I did. And I know that there's no way of putting it behind me. But I've come to terms with it. What an excellent psychiatry run, honestly. You're not in control, Aki. You've never been. I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I've learned to recognize them, own up to them. I'm a better person because of it. Did you? What? That's not possible! I was afraid of the dark, but now I can see the light on my own way. Ah! What? I thought I was nothing but a light keeper, but I can see now the things that truly mattered have been with me since long before I ever found the gaunt. Ah! How are you? I was afraid of being trapped on my own inside a tight spot, a small space, but I don't know what tip is, so that was a good thing I'll never understand. As long as I keep those I care about in my heart. Such as my dad with his giant nose that when he goes inside the water you can still see it like a shark's fin. I'm truly never alone. You're but an insignificant speck in a sea of nothingness. You're not in control here. Tell him, kiddo. You're right, I may never be fully in control of my life. Well, nobody is, so shut the fuck up. Ah! But neither will you. Wow, Dad is very confused, honestly. Ah, quick time events. No! What's with the tramp stamp on her vagina? How can you ask a girl why she has a golden tramp stamp on her vagina? Don't ask questions like that, just go with it. You know, it's quite beautiful when you look at it from the right angle. It kind of is, yeah. It's good to see you, kiddo. I don't understand, Papa. Are you real? In any of this real? It is as real as you want it to be. There are a few seconds air artifacts quite as powerful as a smoking mirror. I'll assume it has something to do with that. Does it mean that you're coming back? I mean, if you're really here and you're talking, you're aware. I'm sorry, honey. I don't belong here anymore. Whatever this is, it's only temporary. My place is not here. We cannot change what happened. Dad, about that. No. You said to yourself there's nothing you could do, kiddo. I mean, I don't expect a 5-year-old kid to carry me to safety. Deep down, I think you know that there is no one to blame. You know, I miss you, man. I'll do anything to even just one day be back with you too, my dazzling gals. I do not know how this came to be, but whatever magic the smoky mirror concocted to give us this brief moment together is so much more than I could have hoped for. To see my little girl all grown up. I could stay for a while, filling on the things you missed. There'll be something, even though it'll be useless because then I die and we lose memory, so what the fuck do I care? But you can't act. Your mother needs you. But What do you mean, but dad is more important than mom? Fair enough. Besides, after what I saw here today, I know everything I need to know. I'm proud of you, kiddo. Do you think the developers are self-projecting what they wish their own parents would say about them and not complain that they're not doctors? Ma needs me, I know that. She's still out there trusting me to do this. Not just her. The entire city's relying on you now. The needs of the many. I don't want to leave you behind, Papa. I don't want to forget the sound of your voice. Then don't! You're not leaving behind, Aki. You said yourself, I'll always be with you right here. Even if you can't hear me.
Oh.
Can I at least stand here with you for a little while? Just one last time? That'll be nice. Okay, bye. Not on my watch. Okay, no, bye, old man. I miss you, kiddo. Who the fuck cares? Go ahead. Petite local Aztec girl ponders a wet orb while dad watches. A Michelin Lord of the Underworld. All the dead people on that day. Their souls are being released. Oh, look at the children. Why did the children die? Stupid children going to museums underground. Unbelievable. Is that supposed to be a baby? I like how the smoking mirror guy looks like he's wearing an American hat. You know, like a baseball hat inverted. You're back! I thought I never say this, but it's good to hear your voice, Feathers. What happened? The giant set us up. As soon as I touched the cord, it got into my head. That explains why I can't reach you. I barely made it out. Not everyone has the strength to fight themselves. I'm glad you made it out. What about your vision? What do you see this time? It's hard to say, everything was so much clearer. And yet, I don't get what it's trying to show me. All I saw was death and blood. War is never pretty. Yeah, I know, but I can't check the thing that there is more to it. We can make sense of it all later in the second part of the game. Right now, we should take this energy back to the site. Right. Mai's waiting. By the way, what's with the giant skulls on the walls? Who made this? Akti, do you copy? Did you literally just fight a boss fight without any gameplay except story? Loud and clear, Soto, I'm right here, and yes, the developers lied. There was one less boss than they advertised. Oh dear heavens, I tried to boost transmitter range, but I couldn't get it to work. It's okay, Mom, no worries, I got the energy. And Giant? It was a tricky one, but I dealt with it. I'll tell you about it at the site. I'm just happy you're okay. See you soon. Please never again play games like this, okay? Thank you. So where was the hole? Can I go back inside his hole? I honestly don't know what I expected out of this game. I know I must sound like a whiny little cruel bitch, but honestly, considering this is a game without air control, ironically enough, I don't know what to say. Time for another Samurai Jack moment. Tempo! Hey, Yak! Ah, Mass Effect music, it's very romantic. T, what are you doing here? You and Emily and Mel folks are uncles in Tesco, and you're safe now, so I came right back. You didn't think I would hang you out to dry, did you? I wasn't sure I'd see you again. I'm sorry, T. Just to know if this was okay. I'm sorry I turned you down. I'm such an idiot. What do you mean turned him down? I'm sorry for that, put you guys through. You need me to be there for you and I failed as a shitty friend. Aki, stop. You're right. It was wrong for me to put the safety of my family in your hands. It was my responsibility, not yours. Besides, when I really needed you after Emily went missing, you did show up and ran headfirst into the biodome. So no question asked, no hesitation. Straight towards the giant like some crazy face-punching guardian. He brought my sister back safe. T. Okay, I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me an apology. You don't tell me anything. If you're being honest, well, I'm sorry I put you so much pressure. I know you're going through a lot. Nassim, tell me about your feelings. How much pressure you were under. I had a lot on my mind. Well, I want you to know it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. You don't always have to hide behind a tough exterior. You can lean on me. You know that, right? Literally, just lean on me. I do. Just take off that hand first. You might collapse on me. That's what friends are for. Friends with benefits. La la ma, wink wink. Thank you, Tipo. Wink not. I got you, Queen. Listen, I tried to ping you once I got back in the city, but my call never went through, so I came here and found your ma. It's quite weird. Rubik's Cube Pickle to be in that down there. I'm glad she's alright and seemingly in good spirits. She seems to think you're close to cracking this nut. I wish you'd crack my nut, but whatever. Yeah, just more energy container. I should be able to free her. Then we can figure this out, the rest of it. That's what I'm here for, baby. I think it's time for me to get out of the sidelines and take some action. And I know where to find the final piece of this puzzle. The Institute. You sure up for this? They'll never see me coming. Hey, yo! I could get used to this nifty pal. Just be careful, okay? If you get caught, I have no one left to go on illegal adventures with. And you'll have all the fun, right? I don't think so. Lol, I'm out ruffled by with my cape. NT. Yeah. Baka, it's good to have you back. I never really took a minute to say this was affecting everyone in Tenochtitlan, whatever. The city has been standing here for the longest time. It feels so weird to think that we could lose something so magnificent to a foreign invader. Shut the fuck up! Don't you dare bring in the symbolism of conquistadors here, considering it's your gods attacking you! It's daunting, is it not? To start the prospect of losing your home to some racists, your way of life, all those things that you took for granted. Developers, shut the fuck up, honestly. If you want to get political, trust me, you don't want to. Because that says a lot about you. Alright, you've seen a lot of the city, you built it, you saw it destroyed once before. I can't imagine what you're feeling, Taz. We should not stay here straying to feeble wanderings. There'll be time for contemplation now once you finish the mission. We gotta be close, yeah? Just one more giant to bring down. The final adversary. I can almost see the end. Can we? Can we almost see the end? I don't think the end is here. How long have I been playing the game right now? I've been playing for 1 hour and 20 minutes about. And I basically spent half of that time, about around 40 minutes, playing with a boss fight that isn't a boss fight. Oh look, she's not scared of tight spaces anymore. Good for you, girl. Tess, I've been thinking. Once we finish the mission and bring the final charge of energy back here, what happens to you then, to us? What do you mean? Is our bond permanent? Do you leave my head and materialize somehow? Do you like walk towards the light and vanish forever? To be honest, I'm not quite certain what will happen. Nature of our mental connection is still a mystery even to me. Well, whatever the case, whether you just poof into existence outside my head or remain a voice in my mind, I think it's time we end the secrecy. At least with Ma. You want to tell her? Between us? Well, Tepo is right. I've kept my guard up for far too long, pushing people away. I can't do that to Ma. I know you believe your logic to be sound, but I'd urge you to reconsider. Yeah, you can't know for certain how she'll react. We don't know her question to your sanity. For the time being, I suggest focus on discouraging the energy. Yeah. Ah, job well done, The Sims 9. Time to discharge my orbs inside the hole. The developers somehow discovered to do like that double take animation and they are spamming it. Oh, would you look at that, love? We're down to the last energy container. Yeah, just one more giant. Just one more. Listen, there's something else I want to tell you about. Aki? What is it, honey? Aki! Ita, are you alright? She won't understand, Aki! She'll think you're ill! It's okay, Aki, I can tell something wrong, let me out. If you just got this bad, I guarantee she'll continue to trust your judgment. I can't keep hiding you from her, Taz. You better be certain she can take the burden. Ak, what are you talking? Who are you talking to? Hiding who? Okay, look. This is gonna sound weird, but... This is careless. Ever since the giants arrived, ever since we messed around in the dig site, there's been... Just say it. There's a god in my head! What? Since we extracted energy from the site's car, there's been a voice in my head. He guided me through this, collecting the energy, trying to save you. Honey, has this been going on since you hit your head? Yeah, but... I told you, Homan! Why didn't you say something? This could be a symptom of a serious injury. Ma, this is not from the head bump. I'm telling the truth. The core's energy connected to our minds. Okay. Here, you've seen it before. Are you speaking with that? Ah, is my mom interested in that? The feathered serpent. He calls himself Tez. Tez, huh? And what does he say to you? He told me about the giants, about the past. He's encountered them all before. He knew how dangerous they were and it was his mission to stop them. I see. I know how this sounds. Do you trust him? If I trust him... Yes, you say he's been with you since the very beginning after you've been true. Do you trust him? Do you trust me, Aki? Yeah, I trust him. Okay then, I believe you, even though my facial expression says otherwise. You do? I've seen things I've never in my life think possible. From my stand, more those old myths and forgotten folks, well, they seem much more like stories now. It's insane to think that you meld your mind with that thing. If you say you trust the feathered serpent, and you say that he has fought those things before on your side, then that's good enough for me. You've shown that you can take care of yourself. I trust your judgment, Tita.
Interesting. Is your mom single?
Ma. What? So soon? The developers were in a rush because they ran out of money from their parents' basement. Same energy signature as before, it's definitely a giant. No time to waste. Let's end this. Be careful, okay? Oh, and tell your friend that I hope this boss is a boss fight and not just random lore dumped on you. I have some questions for him once this is all over, if he doesn't mind. Wink, wink.
I absolutely don't mind, though.
He says he'd be happy to oblige.
What?
Perfect. Alright, let's do this.
That was unexpected.
Mom took that much better than I thought she would. I don't know what I was afraid of.
Consider this time it was such a big bad idea to tell your mother about me. You're right.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? Can you say that again, Tezzy?
I won't repeat myself.
You're fun, man.
Your mom is fun.
What is we're gonna finish your mission, my feathery friend, once and for all?
Lead us the way.
Here we go, the only options menu with the key controls. I guess I'll go back to this hair so it stops clipping everywhere. I bought all the cosmetics, I think. Did I unlock like a super cosmetic maybe? No. So I don't know what the point of the two currencies is. You have two currencies in the game that serve no purpose. I guess it's so you don't choose between one or the other, which I can appreciate and understand, but also I don't understand and I don't appreciate. And there are no upgrades I can get that are useful. Increase your shield air brake speed. Shield break. Unlocks the ability to slow down by using the shield while airborne. And then increase the shield air brake speed by 50%. Does this mean I go faster or does it mean I go down slower even more? Don't you love random language paraphernalia? Honestly, it's the best, I think. So what is this? Just boats. Is this where... Oh, this is where they farm. Why, of course. A city, an entire city can definitely sustain on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. As some of the textures appear. Well, not even textures, models. Remember this place. There's a bunch of ruins up ahead. Well, I don't care. This is a big farm, but not really efficient now, is it? How do you know about them? Dad led a couple of exploration projects there. The Institute ended up relocating steam. What a coincidence. Conducting more exhaustive dig would risk polluting the water like... If only they kept digging, huh? Hard to argue with Institute on that one. The place was falling apart even back then. So they have a giant farm here that doesn't even look like a farm where they have like 12 cabbages per patch. Ma, I think I made it through a loading screen. The coordinates led me straight to the wrecked lake temple Dad used to work at. I remember that place. I think it was all but rubble. It kind of is, only part of it is still standing. What about the giant? Nowhere to be found, although I'm pretty sure this is the right place. Look around, Ita, there could be something we're missing. Energy signature still in those coordinates, it's pretty strong. Inspect those 4 platforms. They have to do something about something that we're missing. What 4 platforms? Oh, these ones. Oh, the ancient one. Oh, he pondered his orb. They better not expect me to use these, honestly. I wish old dead people could sue modern people. Honestly, that'll be fantastic in my opinion. Look around, perhaps we can find some sort of clue. Yeah? Of course, go to the last one first. I found something. What is it, Tanny? It looks like some sort of a diagram. A diagram? It's hard to tell, it's just a few glyphs. Let me pull a structure analysis of the ruin. Just give me a second. According to this, all 4 platforms are still connected underwater by a series of high voltage power lines that even some residual energy in the air. So perhaps the diagram on how to drain the energy, distribute it? What if it's a firing sequence? A fire sequence? What? I don't know. Let's find out. What do you mean the firing sequence find out and don't explain? I can punch downward. There we go. Was this the one I had to do first? And then... Arrow, man. See, you go to the last one first and then you do it in reverse order again. There I summon you, giant beast. Whoa, it's a big one! Let's finish this mission, Talcum once and for all. Right, let's do this. Are you shooting particle beams at me, man? Shut the fuck up. Oh no, you summoned kids. I can still hit me through that, excellent. I drown in water? What? I didn't learn how to water in this world? So I have to wait for the Zarudos, huh? Okay, keep on shooting a particle beam. Let's see what that accomplishes, you son of a bitch. If you heal, your character lets go of the... And then he Zarudos for some reason. Ah, only one hit per turn. Ah, this one goes through everything. What, the developer's in a hurry not to finish the game by any chance? I literally don't have any control on anything, man. Yeah! One platform down! Why is the orb sad? Yeah? Is there a reason the orb is sad? What do I do about the sad orb? Thank you for saving me, ironically enough. No, I can't. What is happening, man? Are you confused? Trust me. You're no more confused than I am. Are you crying? What is happening? Jesus Christ, man! Is he electrocuting himself? He's a giant golem or whatever made out of like stones and technology inside water, and someone is able to electrocute himself with water. Explain how that's even happening, honestly. Yeah, can you smash? I don't mean that in an emotional way, smash. What, I have to kill your children first? I can definitely do that, don't worry. Children are the easiest target, defenseless ones. What now, you smash? Man, what is... What is... I have absolutely no fucking idea what animations I'm looking for, what I'm looking at, and what the timing is on any of this. Sorry, I guess the developers are in a hurry to, like, you know, like, not even quality control their game at the end. Is it based upon the children? Are you okay? Are you? It seems like you're... Oh no, I'm gonna drown! It's like the entire game is drowning me already. Hold on. There, I'm safe. I think. Are you gonna Zaruto me again? Oh no, of course! It's laser beam that goes through everything! Hold on, I gotta avoid the Zarutos. Ah, double Zarudo, my favorite. They came in Zarudo constantly, man. I'm inside a rock. What is a hole, honestly? That's what she said. Hold on. Are you... I'm coming for you, evil. Today's the day you die. Yeah, charge up, you stupid bitch! Thank you. Let's just fight with the jank with extra layers of jank, honestly. It's janky in time. They came in janked all over the place. This is bad. Okay, charge up my energy, please. Thanks. Can't catch what you can't see, can you, evil? Okay, I need to avoid one Zarudo. That's what she said. I can't avoid the Zarudos because... No. What is... Oh my god! Jesus Christ, man! It's honestly, you need to try how bad the aerial combat in this game is. Everything's aerial combat. We did it! Acti, are you okay? Yeah, we did it, Ma. It's down, the giant's down. We're getting out. As I eat my own rope in my face. Woohoo! I never doubted you, sweetheart, not for a second. I'm so proud of you. Get some cacao ready, this is worth celebrating, even though you don't have cacao in your office right now. You did well, child. We did, Tezzy. Could have done it without you. You know, Feathers, I didn't like you at first, but you're actually quite alright. For such an insufferable human, you're not so bad yourself. You remind me of someone from long ago. I appreciate your help finishing my mission, Aki. I thought all hope was lost until you came along. Now let's get the energy and finish this, shall we? You got it. Ah! What, I'm gonna see the bad truth now? Yep, same animation. I feel like you guys could literally have cut down like 2 bosses out of the game and polished them some more. Like, you know, instead of having how many bosses you have, like cut out literally 2 bosses and polish the rest and make a much tighter focused story. I mean, I understand they're an indie studio, but this is my point. They bit off more than they could chew. Oh, the sexy centaur! The soul tower! Ah, just like Dragon Ball. It's okay, Taki. Talcum. You're out of it. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. What's going on? The vision! I thought I was going to see the end of the war, but instead... Oh, you're trying to make sense of a fragmented memory from an ancient fated mind, Aki. Don't think too much about it. It's alright, you have all 6 charges. You can rejoice now. Let's go. Yeah, maybe. It's just... Hey! Huh. Oh, hey, T. Chihuahua, I just heard. You actually did, didn't you? Oh, wait, no. I guess Quitalak means, like, congratulations. You defeated the final giant. Haha, I did. It's all finally over, man. Oh, God, such a relief. Great, then this is perfect timing to meet. I have to show you something. This is going to blow your mind. What, you tiny dick. It is now. I'm on my way to Lake Ruins, or what's left of them. Where are you? I think I'm probably heading to the dig site for free now, so I can meet you there. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. You got it. Sure, seems excited. Alright, Feathers, we can figure out what the vision meant once we free Mom for a prison. I'm sure she'll be excited to ask you questions. You promised to answer. I promise nothing. This game has a lot of soul. The game has a lot of soul. What the fuck does that mean? It has soul. Every game nowadays has soul. If someone gets their little cousin to do some artwork for the game that looks like, you know, sweet and cute, it has soul. What does it even mean nowadays? It has soul. Everything has a soul, apparently. It's not like people literally make games to make money. We go to the park again and talk with this little bitch once more. Then wants to fertilize my orbs. Okay, T, I'm here. Spit out. Ah, those were gods. There, you've been fighting with actual gods. Huh? Well, yeah, I kinda saw that one coming. Everything in there, in the hidden archive, someone in the Institute knew along. The records of everything, dating back thousands of years. T, simmer down, walk me through it. The Protocol of Silence. The Institute has been running something called the Protocol of Science for years. It's basically this initiative meant to erase any and all mention of these gods from the official records. Not just that, they've done everything in their power to make sure people forget about them, to make everyone think gods are nothing more than children's stories or folk legends. Oh, that's what you meant, man. Theo, you suck, honestly, at verbal diarrhea. They've been literally writing history to make it so. Good heavens. And what is it, T? What's the truth? This is what will blow your mind. According to a long-lost sort of living organism, arrived on this planet, piercing through the atmosphere and crash landing somewhere in the vast eastern ocean. They describe this creature as a massive elongated monster covered in feathers. You know the one? When this thing arrived on Earth, it was chaos. It went on a rampage, all around the world, wreaking havoc everywhere it went. Most ancient civilizations of the first era kept records of it with different names, their own interpretation of this thing. Oh, hell yeah! Let's appease the Chinese demographic, baby! And the Japanese one as well! And Swedish one. And Greek. See, all the cultures are united. We called it Feathered Serpent. I'm so happy about that. I'm smiling for some reason. This goes on and on. According to this record, the ancestors struck a deal with the creature. This bit has been heavily redacted for what I can tell. In exchange for our nourishment and resources, the Feathered Serpent was to share knowledge and technology with our civilization. Seriously? We gave him food in exchange for a few words of wisdom? And the promise of not tearing our city down, but yeah, pretty much. The thing is, this technology, this knowledge, it was beyond anything our ancestors had ever seen. All what the Feathered Serpent showed them seemed like some kind of miracle. They taught him a god. And this god, as time went on, started to take a liking to our ancestors, especially one lady. Their potential. They found mutual respect. This marked the beginning of the second era. You don't want to know why. That peace. And everything was as it should be. That's your poetic way of putting it, I guess. Anyway, they went on for decades. Our ancestors rapidly grew and prospered. They conquered everything around them and they found ways to adapt the serpent's technology in new ways. Until one day something happened. More giants arrived. They called them the Forgotten Gods. Forgotten Gods? And they changed everything! At first the Great Serpent convinced them not to annihilate our civilization, arguing humanity had impressive potential and capacity for growth. So they agreed to the same deal the Serpent had. Food in exchange for knowledge. However, as the years went by, food started to run out. I guess technology could make more food on this planet. So humanity rose up against them. That's how the Great War started, because of food. Precisely! The Forgotten Gods were extremely powerful. Those records are scary to look at. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. Right, your visions. I don't get it though. We were clearly losing. What happened? The Feathered Serpent happened. Seeing how his siblings were decimating humanity, he sided with us. He designed that thing. Lightkeeper. The serpent made it for a warrior, someone close to him. Someone very close to him. For a while they were able to hold them back. But ultimately the Forgotten Gods proved too much for them. So the serpent and his hero brought them all together inside the city, and as a final desperate move, the serpent used his own body to trap the Forgotten Gods underground at the very center of Tijuana. The Feathered Serpent himself became a prison, holding these giants down. Gave his life for us so we could have a second chance. Oh my. Say the serpent saw it as his life mission to give us the chance. He had a big heart after all. Yeah, I guess he did. The ancient weapon, as instructed by the serpent, was placed as a secure location for safekeeping. The Institute never figured out where the location was, so I think your mom found it without realizing. And then Lightkeeper found its way to you. A weapon to face the gods! Who could have thought? After that, we started over. We built a city literally on top of the Feathered Serpent's prison and the Forgotten Gods. And the rest is history. I don't get it. Why hide all of that? What's the point of the Protocol of Science? They were afraid someone might knowingly or unknowingly mess around with the Feathered One's prison and set the Forgotten Gods free. If no one knew about them, there are no fanatics, no adventure seekers, no one to bump into them. Gotta give them that. When you think about it, it can't make sense. Who knows how many people across history would have wanted to get their hands on a god? Bullshit! We get prepared, been very suited to defend the city. Because, you know, it's not like literally the city is made of pacifism. Well, it doesn't really matter much now, does it? Shit, gods! We defeated gods! What are you going to do now that it's over? Sleep like a week for starters. Haha, understandable, can I also? No. Then I think I might join you at the Institute. What? Really? Yeah, I think I've enough of hiding behind shitty jabs. It's time to move on. I think that's a great idea! Yeah, you seem too excited. Why? We should go inside. I'm sure Mom will want to hear about this as well. Mom, we made it! You won't believe what Temple found out! Wah, wah, wah. Ah, great, it's you. What are you doing here, old fart? You want to take the credit now that I've done all the work? Not at all, Aki. You've done a magnificent job. That was all you. Your mother motivated me when last giant came down. You have no idea how much of a relief that was. The fact that the giants have been defeated is exactly why I'm here. I'm not bound to secrecy anymore. It's something you should know. Don't bother. I'm just gonna say everything and who got it for me so I can get Temple fired. Aki, you've got a dang job. We need to listen to what Dr. Chihuahua has to say. Why? He's gonna explain why the fact that the ancient gods were buried under our city for the past however many years. Is he gonna explain why the Institute erased the Great War from the history books? And you'd find out eventually. Especially considering how I allowed your friend to snoop around in the Black House archive a couple of times. You knew? That's one of the most secure facilities in the city, you idiot. Of course I knew. I also knew that the Aki would never really trust me after our first few encounters, so I helped indirectly. Look, sir, It's okay, I'm not here to reprimand you. Where in your position, I've done the same. Fear of deception in right amounts can inspire action. Which is what you both needed, and which I do not fault either of you for. Whatever excuse you have, I really don't want to hear it. We already know everything we need to know. Aki, listen to me, the worst is over now. There's no more fighting ahead. Please just calm down and listen to what the doctor has to say now. Fine. Just say your piece and let's get this over with. Aki, you and your mother, first I must apologize. I'll let my own fears and frustrations convince me to act suspiciously. No shit! I should have been more forthright with you. I should have explained everything immediately, but I didn't. And I want you to know why. Not to excuse my behavior, but to provide context. The protocol of silence! That's correct, young man. After the Forgotten Gods were defeated, our ancestors search, rebuild, and decision was made. In order to ensure that no one would jeopardize the integrity of the deity's prison, no one was to ever mention the prison again or how to get to it. And those present are in no way linked to a great war, were instructed not to mention the Forgotten Gods or Feather Serpent ever again. And finally a council was created with the sole purpose of guarding the secrets. The council was led by Zuma, the ancient hero, and as time went on, the group became what eventually known as the Institute. Eventually people forgot about the gods and the war and blah blah blah. It was decided but not a single individual was to remain keeper of the secret in order to safeguard it upon the buried gods. The Institute director? Yes. You cannot begin to imagine how much of a curse it is to walk around knowing the dead could rise from beneath your feet at any moment, the responsibility from that happening. Why didn't you just ask for help? There's gotta be someone out there that can trust. Well, you also have people that you can trust, and yet for most adventure you decide not to ask for the help either. Why was that? Because I didn't want them to carry the burden as well. There you go. Now that there is one thing like you should know. What I'm about to tell you will be a lot to handle, but now the old gods are down, you're right to know. I'm not sure I even want to know. It's okay, T. Talk, Chihuahua. This is all basically over. It's time. There are a few sections in those documents that are redacted. Right, that's exactly the deal between the gods and their ancestors. Food in exchange for knowledge and technology. As you can clearly see, the energy inside those giants is special. The same energy that lights the power key, Lightkeeper. Almost as if it has souls inside it. The energy your mother found here. This is the energy of human life. The energy of humanity's very essence. What? These gods, they don't feed on corn and beans, they fed on us. The deal of our ancestors offered were the lives of a few exchanged for the survival of the many. Oh my! The energy you have been using to get around the city to face off these giants and then collect it for free for your mother. The energy is human. No, no! You can ask your friend if you want to be sure. The one in your head. Your mother told me about him. Feathers! Is it true? I'm sorry, Aki, I was very hungry. The only force strong enough to power bodies is that of life itself. By the gods! Now you know why I wanted to give me Lightkeeper Aki to see if he could power it in a different way. Now I understand why I cancelled the dig. It wasn't right. I couldn't tell you without revealing everything else behind it, and we're told to get to this. I'm sorry, Director, I was stubborn. If I knew, well, perhaps things would have played out differently. Right now, it doesn't matter. We found our way out. Everything will fall in place at the end. I'm sorry I was so hard on you. I couldn't imagine. Thanks for telling us, director. It's okay, Aki. It's over now. Finally and for good. Right. Let's end this. I'm sorry to whoever is in there. I did what I had to do. You can rest now. It's totally over, right? Right here, right this moment. When I press the E button, it's all over. The game is completely over, right? This is it. Thank you for being there for me, everyone. Tez, even if you're an asshole for a while, you still got me through this, so thanks. And any final thoughts? Perhaps a little gratefulness? I did finish your mission. Speechless, huh? Well, that's gotta be a first, Feathers. Ha ha. Hurry up! I need to use the bathroom. Good job, baby. Woo, thank you. This is for you, Ma. Time to release the serpent. Nothing bad is gonna happen, right? Nothing at all. Ma, is it working? I don't know. Ah! Free at last! No, that's impossible. There's only 6. What is going on, Tez? Yeah, go on! Ah! Draw! Ma! They reinforced the door to make sure she never gets out. Ma, can you hear me? Ah! No, no! This can't be happening with the default voice acting. Okay, we need to go. No! I'm not leaving without her. Ah, listen to me. The lab chamber is not part of the main structure. Be right, all right, but the main dome is collapsing. We need to get out of here. What about the director? I'll get you out, Ma, I promise. Oh, the director already booked it. Ah! Man, the entire building is his ass. Wow, you're pretty old, huh? Is that your belt? Ah, Tess! The thing's got my set of it. What's going on? There are only supposed to be 6 of them. Tess, please, I really need your help. Where are you? No, not you! I'm sorry, human. I can't help you any longer. This isn't... I trusted you! Whatever happened to your mission? The feathered serpent, all of it! Quetzal, the mighty feathered serpent. Yes, my brother was enamored by your species. Betrayed his own kind to side with yours. It broke my heart. It also gave me the perfect cover to get to trust me. Oh no, he died! Your brother! This whole time! You've been pretending this whole time you're not the feathered serpent? Where is he now? What did you do to Quetzal? I didn't do anything to him. Oh, kid's been staring at you this whole time. You disposed of him first before any of us. What are you talking about? He was the one keeping us at the bay. In a way, it was you who made this all possible. No! But he helped me beat the giants, destroy the bodies, extract the life force. A painful sacrifice, yes, but a necessary one. And now, thanks to you, my brethren live in me, and together we can take your planet's life and finish the mission at long last. I told you, Talcum, your other emotions get the best of you. All I need was proper bait. It was you. You trapped her! Don't get me wrong, Aki. I grew fond of you. I realize now what Quetzal saw in your kind. I wish there was another way, but this is about survival. My people's survival. You son of a bitch! What did you do to my mother? He's gone now, child. No! I won't fall for your lies. Ma, it's a kick. Do you copy? Ma, please! Worry not. You'll join her soon enough. Your life was to save my people. I'll end you! You will try. Ah, beam in the sky! Aki, watch out! What did you do? How did you... Ak, we need to stop him! Oh, I have to talk to you first. Hey, whoever that is, don't believe anything he says. I'm sure Nutty is still there somewhere. I promise to get her out. I'm backing down now. That's the spirit. We've been through worse. Let's keep on talking. Now go get this guy's giant ass, which is a building. It backfired. It all backfired. But we can't lose hope, Aki. If the godlike keeper, it's no use all discharge energy all six of the Forgotten Gods. He's now more powerful than all of them combined. I'm out of juice, director. That's not true. Or what he said. The very first core you extracted, that was none of those six. The one you absorbed back then. The feathered serpent! That's right. Aki, the feathered serpent was the strongest of them all. He stopped those gods once. If you use his full strength, you can do it again. How am I supposed to do that as we have another verbal diarrhea, man? Don't hold back. You must unleash Lightkeeper's full power. Time to defeat you, Taz. Guess what? Red is dangerous. Or maybe not. No? Don't interfere, Taz. I'll come. I don't want to hurt you. Aki, don't give up. We're still having verbal diarrheas, man. Holy shit. Punch purple, baby. Purple on purple violence. I'm gonna turn you blue as I keep on falling down and not stopping. Air control. Oh, Zaruto! You'll join your mother soon. Ha! Not if you join her first. I'm getting reports all over the world. This thing is draining life force out of every living being organism. Zaruto. Where are your purple orbs, man? Glow them for me. Are you shooting out of your nipples? Oh, look at Zone of the Benders, baby. I'm the ultimate being, Aki. You can't hurt me. Well, apparently all I need to do is just hurt your purples. There, one purple down. As I lose complete air control once again. I'm coming for you. Oh no, his nipple shooting again. Are those coming out of your nipples again? Where are the nipples, man? I need to hit your nipples. Hold on. Ah, time to hit your nipples. Ow, I got Zarudo after hitting a nipple. Oh, the party. Nice, that kind of game. Okay, I see. You get stun locked multiple. Are you just constantly gonna Zarudo every time? However you see fit? You know what I say? You're not fit. The only fit thing about you is dying. You deserve to... The air... Yeah, I know. It looks like I can barely control it, and you're right, I can barely control it. There is no controlling the air control. I'm inside the Zarudo, bitch! Did you just headbutt me? You bastard. I thought you were my friend. The universe is merciless, human. Let that be your final lesson. Today, balance is regained. The gods rise once more. And you take your rightful place among the cosmic dust. Oh, we're gonna punch each other! Oh no, I mean, thank you for the textures. We thought I'd leave you fight this asshole alone? Ma! No one messes with my girl. Their lives look very sad. Impossible! Aki, over here! I'm coming, Ma! I'm gonna get out of there, you hear? It's gonna be okay, I promise. Why is he still laughing? Ma! What are you doing? What a mother should. It's about time I started looking out for you and not the other way around. You never looked out for me, what? I think that's the opposite. Ma, let go of those! These are short circuit all 6 energy containers. The load will kill you! It'll explode his car. Ma, stop it, please! I can find another way! Aki, I can't lose you too! Aki, listen to me. We both know this is the only way. You're my whole world, baby. And you've come such a long way. Helping you become who you are today is the greatest achievement of my life. Ma, no! You're only a few seconds. Make them count. I love you, Ita. No! So wait, how did you pause the guy from punching? Tess, I won't let you take anyone else. Oh, feathers! If you're really still in there, please, lend me your power. Ah! Oh, this is where all the jank of the budget went. No, nothing changed, honestly. Aki! Oh, look at all the particles they used! This ends right now! Oh, quick time event! The most epic moment of the game. Aki! Ah! I can barely fly! Oh, the serpent! I'm sorry, my brethren. The entire thing turned into a giant nuclear reactor that is letting off steam. Ma, Dad, we stopped them. Thank you. Am I falling or am I flying upwards? Well done, baby. I'm proud of you, kiddo. And thank you for sending your ma. So the last boss fight was a janky boss fight with unfair stun locks. And the entire thing amounted to me using a QuickTime event. And that's when I said, no, it's not enough to make these records public. We need to do everything. That's the only thing we're gonna learn from it. Oh, the mug! You know what I mean? Hey, Ak, Chihuahua had to take care of some cleanup, so I'm covering his 5:30 lecture. Sorry, I can't do dinner tonight. Oh, they got married. Oh. Also, talking to new council, they still want to add that second stone carving of fighting the giants. I know you're being modest and all, but you're going to be in the textbooks anyway, so that's what's a little artwork, huh? Anyway, call back when you can. Looks like I'm gonna have to hit the road. I need to make sure no crappy art is gonna mess up my silhouette with my seed hair. So it's nice to talk to you, Sato. Same time next week. Tell Dad I said hi. All the people that died? Aztech! Yeah! Yes! I wonder if this is original music. The art style necessarily isn't bad, and the music isn't also bad, but it feels like whoever were the people in charge of bringing everything together, they honestly don't know what they're doing. Writing! Two people to write all this story. Good to see. Narrative design. Can I blame these people, honestly, here? The narrative design. Voice acting? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, there was voice acting in the game? I'm sorry. I think you're supposed to switch to, like, Espanol? You're supposed to change everything to Espanol to get the voice acting. The voice acting doesn't exist for other languages. Holy shit, this game reminds me of that other game, Edo. Edo, the samurai game. Where like the audio and the art team, you know, they put in a lot of effort. And then the people that had to bring everything in together, like the gameplay, the pacing, etc., they just had like a verbal diarrhea. Like they just... They didn't care how to make a fun game, they just had their vision and they stuck to it. Because I understand, like, you know, an indie game, you can expect too much out of it. But also it's not a free game, you know? This is not a free game. I still don't know what this is, lienzo? You Wenzo? What is that word over there? Forgotten Gods, excellent, it can be forgotten. What happens if I press continue? She's here. Can I go up again? Okay. I know, I'm being a very mean person with like commentary about this game, but honestly the story did no favors. It was too much story and not enough effort in other places. Like, yeah, every part of the game is definitely very weak. It's very weak, you know, like for example, the gameplay is like definitely very weak, including these things. These are very boring, you know, they're just like upgrades. And after each boss you get a new upgrade, there's like no way to dynamically change your character. Like maybe get a skill before another boss, you know, play a different way, there isn't. You get a skill, the boss will rely on that skill. It's very old school and that's fine, but also there's no reason to have a hub system if that's what you're gonna do. Also, this is like very boring, you know, like 25% more HP, 10% this, 15% running. I don't know what even the point of this is, because like you can't dodge anything, there is no dodge function. It feels like there should be, but there isn't. You can get stun locked, you can get more HP. Again, I don't know why it's so random. Like 25 HP is 20 here, it's 12 here, it's 10 here, it's 16 here, I don't know what this is. Energy unit, you know, like you have to get these. Like a lot of boss fights, honestly, they rely on this extra energy unit. Like they don't stop attacking you. And because the air control is very like wonky, you don't have finesse in dodging. Again, once you get this is completely useless because you don't control these. The railing system, it doesn't exist for like 90% of the gameplay, and then like it's in some random places. The shield thing, I don't understand it. By the time you get this, the game is already over. I love this one, air punch damage. Increase the damage dealt by the aerial punch by 15%. I just love this one. Because basically you're always punching in the air. I don't know what this is even. Like, I don't even understand why they're saying it as if you're not sometimes punching in the air. You're constantly punching in the air. This should have been just 15% extra damage on your punches. That's it. That's all. There's no point in aerial. Every single thing is flying. Everything is aerial. You're never on the ground. I don't know why they have to specify aerial. Yeah, this is like as generic as they come. The only interesting one is this, finisher timings. But ironically enough, it doesn't say like what the percentage is. The armor thing, you just unlock it, and there's like 2 currencies. I don't know what the point of that is. I think like it would have been better, because you get more of these currencies than the other one, just translate this to that. There's only so much I can say, honestly, without like outright really insulting the developers. Also the lore here, I don't know what the point of this is. By the way, remember, this is all like censored. Remember this lore, it's censored. Like apparently people don't have access to this lore, but you go around the city, you break a few coins, you find the lore. There's no new game plus. Exit gets you exactly out of the game. Let's see. The game is about 2 gigabytes. I'm not gonna say it's too small or too big, it's fine. The thing is, this is an indie game. I also can't insult it too much. You know, but I mean, it has reached a point for me where I can't tolerate this anymore. I'm honestly very done with this. It's just maybe it's my personal thing, but I'm also tired of all these action games literally being the same. All these action games are literally the same. No combat, one-click thing, there's no gameplay, there's no story, there's no strategy. The entire thing boils down to you just click the button. The one button, that's it. There's nothing else to it. The entire story with your friend could have been cut out. I guess one of the developers want to put themselves inside the game. That entire boss fight, where it's just story, it's not even the boss fight. Oh, the plant person was boss 4. And again, the game feels like, you know, the graphical quality of the game. The graphical quality of the game feels like... I don't know to explain, but you know, it feels like they kept on reducing the graphic in the options menu. So the game can run at 60. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like they actually... Man, I don't know what else to say. Because, again, I know they're in the studio, I shouldn't care, like, too much about this stuff, but, like... You know, there is a limit as well. You can't excuse everything they make a mistake with. Okay. Let's try... Espanol, Mexico. Do you think they're gonna have voice acting like this? Huh? What? What voice acting? Huh? What are the developers talking about? What voice acting? I'm not seeing any voice acting. Okay. I'm sorry, developers, I gotta make this comment. The voice acting, I don't believe you voice acted for a second. I honestly don't. I do think, however, you stole the voice acting from The Sims. Because these expressions sound like something out of The Sims. They don't sound like you voice acted. Okay, I don't believe for a second anybody voice acted in this game. So I think they're giving credit to people who went like, woohoo, aha, I think that's what they're giving credit to, except they sound like The Sims. Okay, so, Aztech Forgotten Gods. Aztech Forgotten Gods, the Cyberstone universe action-adventure game. Look at this, they're not saying it's a visual novel, exploration, precision platforming, 3D platforming. They pretty much advertise this game as a lie in every single way possible. It has 20 positive reviews. Of course, it's like one of those cases where people who might identify with the culture of the game are gonna upvote it. Because... Oh, it's Lienzo! My dudes, come on, you're artists. You can't even write Lienzo correctly with art. Of course, you know, we all know why positive reviews like this happen. It's when people try to support their countrymen, or when people that identify with the culture of the game want to, like, upvote it. That's what's happening clearly. You know, I mean, but you know, let's be honest here. Again, no visual novel tag. They're like showing all these cool screens as if this is what the game is. They are definitely focusing on the action part, except you can literally count 25 minutes, 30 minutes of no content, followed by literally 5 minutes of boss fighting with janky controls. You know, I'm really tired of these games like constantly lying. If we watch a trailer... Again, this is another case of a game just like that Edo game, the samurai game. It's another case of a samurai game. The music and the artwork, they try, and then the rest of the team, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I guess they're just all day, you know, wanking off in their studio, doing nothing in their basement. That sums up the game constantly, games like this. They do nothing. I honestly don't know why they didn't even like cut out 1 or 2 bosses and polish the rest. Please tell me where you see visual novel here. You think this is gonna be like a 4-hour, 6-hour game of action, you know? I like how they don't even focus on the combat more than one hit with your character. Also, notice how they're using the best cutscenes only. They're only using the best cutscenes. Oh, it came out in March 2022. Excellent year, vintage. Ah, the lock-on works from a further distance than intended, huh? Oh, look, more graphics, like bloodting and etc. Maybe it didn't work because the costume wasn't thing. Also, you're supposed to use the jump button as a dodge, apparently. This game apparently... Okay, this game apparently costs 40 Canadian dollars. That's like over... That's, I think, over 30 American. So figure out how it gets that point. What are they selling the game based upon? Exerting vertically and... Exhilarating verticality and mobility. This is false. The game's controls don't allow you to actually control yourself vertically, ironically enough. When you're flying, you control yourself horizontally. You're just changing the plane of height at which you move horizontally. That's it. And over here, this part where I think she's trying to punch. Yeah. Oh, so the game is also very buggy. Apparently you're supposed to like be in the air, charge up your fist while floating in the air to hit. Just like all the other skills, but apparently it doesn't work. So the fist charging attack is actually bugged. A unique futuristic Mesoamerican setting. See, this is what you do in order to get as many different people from different places to like think they're part of the culture of the game. I don't understand what the setting adds. The setting doesn't add anything to the overall game. Massive bosses. Face-off electrifying bosses, battle against gigantic creatures resembling deities from Aztec Pantheon. Way to contradict your story? Okay. Deeply involved narrative. Sure, if by narrative you mean that's 90% of the game. And apparently there's supposed to be shadows in the game. I don't know why there are no shadows in my game. I guess I need to put the game on ultra graphics. Sorry, on ultra shadows, and that's when the shadows activate. Refreshing perspective. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You guys are just selling your based upon the design of your game, nothing else. Okay, wait. I need to check this again. Does the shadows need to be on ultra? Because there are like no other options. Or maybe they ported like the worst version of the game on PC. Okay, let's see if on ultra you get shadows. No. I'm on ultra, right? Oh! I see! The developers couldn't optimize the game, so they put the worst version on the PC version! My dudes, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck, man? Wow. Honestly, people can very easily ask for a refund on this game, like, not even the basic shadows are working. Is anybody asking for the R18 patch, do you think? Should we look for updates? I'm pretty sure there are no updates for this game. Yep, no, the developers just put it out to die. Apparently you could reconfigure the keys, but for some reason the first time I tried, I couldn't select it for some reason, because apparently the game is very buggy. Is this game $30 good? But one could buy 5 good, cheap indie games, platformers for that price. This is true. You can definitely buy better platformers than this game, considering this isn't also a platformer, it's a visual novel. So apparently there was a demo, promising demo, but the demo I didn't see a demo, so I think they removed the demo. Yeah, the developers must have removed the demo when they realized the game wasn't doing well. That is always good, isn't it? When someone removes the demo because they know people won't buy it. The aerial movement in this game is incredible. I get it. I get what people want. But honestly, it isn't. It simply isn't. The movement is just you going to a different plane. And then, because you don't have any control. You don't have any actual control. It isn't like other games where you have a crosshair, you aim at it, and like you dodge or whatever. It's based upon your input, your direction that you're moving. And I think outside of a controller it might not be feasible, or maybe even the control might have that problem. Thank you, Pikachu. Pikachu says they played this game for 2 hours and that it felt more like 4 hours. I can totally 100% agree with that, because my god, it's so blatantly obvious they're buying time at the start so that people don't refund the game. Aztech was a game, looking forward to. So unfortunately, Aztech Forgotten Gods is disappointing. It's worse than that. The game advertised itself as a fast-paced, almost boss rush aerial combat character action game, which is very true. Again, all of this indicates that. And let's see the comparisons. You have Uncharted, Kena, Sonic, Plague Requiem, Saints Row, Solar Ash, Mirror's Edge, quite a few games like this, and advertises stuff like that. Again, you just press one button, and yes, this is very true. There was like in the first 45 minutes, literally there was only 10 minutes of gameplay, and even less for me, because I know how to play games. It was even less for me. It was literally 5 minutes. And with voice acting, it's 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes of just non-stop dialogue and cutscenes. When I started rushing the cutscenes and speaking really fast, it was literally 20 or 25 minutes. It's honestly ridiculous. At least they're skippable, that is true, but not all the cutscenes. Again, yeah. A lot of these games nowadays just do this. They spam stories, dialogues, because they have no other content. What kills the combat is the one-button combat. This is also very true. There are a couple of abilities, such as range attacks, which one of the type of enemies in the game completely dodges. You can't do anything with that, so it becomes useless. Also, every skill requires you to charge them up, which means enemies can hit you. Or you can break the game by literally just charging up your attack, your fist attack, just for like 1 second and letting go. Because then you get the full damage anyways. It's just all visual. The visual attacks and the combat is desynced. QT is thrown at later as well as both abilities. Yeah, this is a cheap way for a developer that doesn't have the ability of making a game to literally throw in something random near the end just to distract the player. Like, oh no, you died at the boss, I guess you're gonna have to repeat this. Me on the other hand, I was ready for the QTEs, because they always throw the press button one, so I was ready for that. Except I didn't expect one of them to be shift, So as soon as that happened, and apparently the last boss turns into a story moment as well, that wasn't even a real boss fight, and you had to QT it with 2 button presses. Exciting. Again, there is no real traveling, you're just flying all over the place and then waiting for the thing to recharge. You have a soft lock-on, this is also true. And the soft lock-on is based upon camera, a very tight place on the camera. If you lose that, it breaks. Your punches don't even physically connect with the targets oftentimes. That is also true, because your character needs to travel a certain amount of time before hitting them. Just like Code Vein, you have to travel a certain amount of distance on certain things while tracking an enemy, and you can end up just like circling an enemy with an attack and not actually hitting them. Enemy that takes 2 hits ends up taking 3 or 4 because you're missing. There are tons of polished unpolished areas in the game. This is also very true. Every time I'm like doing something, I'm wondering if it's glitchy or something. Don't even get me started on the graphics. Apparently the PC version has the worst graphics. It seems like there's a PlayStation 4 version and PlayStation 5. It seems like the PC version got the PlayStation 4 version. So that's always fun. The thing with the names and the mother. I'm not exactly sure why like they don't simply just the mother's name to be mother in English. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your own culture's name in reference to a mother and not have the mother, and then like you have common words, because it's just like random. Sometimes she's called by name, other times she's called by mother, other times it's ma. It's all random, and honestly, if I called my mother by her name, she'll kick my ass. Unless Nami is not her name. Like it's not her name, it actually does mean mother. In which case, why was everybody calling my mother in that case? That's clearly her name, and clearly I deserve to get hit on the head, right? Because who the fuck calls their mother by their first name? Just saying. I find the user DualShot66, who wrote a review referring to me and a reviewer as an idiot, yet he disables his comment for his review, then tries to comment on my video, then he deletes it immediately out of regret. Why are you hiding from me, bro? Why are you hiding from me? Everybody hides from the Jake Maga RFF Pikachu. That's why. The concept of the game, it sounds fantastic, but the general lack of polish is very distracting. Again, I don't care about the polish of the game, honestly. It's just they did everything possibly wrong to buy time in the game for no reason. Purple says, with their cat girls, that they enjoy the world they've built. Again, the world is fine, the graphics are fine, the music are fine. It's just the entire thing put together is put in wrong. Like, I think one of the boss fights, I did mention this, one of the boss fights near the end or halfway through the game should have been the first boss fights because it was so much easier. Oh yeah, and also like the bosses can't hit through things, but then they can hit through Warrocks, that's a whole different thing. And you need to press the enter key 50 times in a single cutscene. That is also very true. There is no way to like speed up the text, and that was one of the fastest text thing. Dialogue should be more than pressing a single button, and not hearing only the characters groan. Again, they should have had like voice acting in Espanol. That's what they should have done. Honestly, I don't know why they paid people just to go ah oh oh oh, because that voice acting, you know, the one where she goes no 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 no, that no 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 voice acting is literally like an asset voice acting from horror games. So I don't know where the fuck they even have the balls to say someone voice acted in the game. This game is good for the story. Again, not really, because they should have tightened the story. Like, they could have at least gotten rid of that Tepo guy. That guy was like pointless. I guess one of the developers fell in love with a female character halfway through the game and they decided to put themselves in it, just like that. Unskilled trash says it's trash. A little bit harsh. Well, actually very harsh. I'm not gonna call it trash, but yeah. It's very expensive what they're asking. They're asking more than a AAA video game. You know, I mean, like, for example, let's say the closest thing I can imagine of is like Saints Row. Saints Row 4. You know what I mean? Like this game. Like how much is it? It's 26 by now. The developers have the balls to charge almost double of that. Like, this game, by its very nature, its total cost should have been 25 Canadian dollar. And then on the discount you can go lower. This is way too high for this game. This is way too high. This is not a good amount of money to be asking for a game like this that also feels unfinished. Let's see, what are the good reviews saying? Well, not the good reviews, the happy reviews. They recommend this game, but with a huge but. It's flawed but not unplayable. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty fun and liberating. The boss fights, which offer the most engaging gameplay, have a bit of janky Zelda quality to them. Well, you see, I guess eating too much cheese is not good for you. Because the boss fights are the only fights in the game, so I don't know what you're talking about. And the only combat being janky is not a good thing. You encountered glitches during certain boss fights. In my case, I encountered glitches every other boss fight, especially once you start getting stun locked. Especially the first one where they forced the camera on the Emerald because the developers weren't sure the player would understand anything with no voice acting and story to explain how to fight. The story is actually not that bad. Again, that doesn't mean anything. If you like not every story is bad, you know, but I mean, you can improve. Speaking of voice acting, the only thing we get is characters grunting. Okay, I just want to make sure this is the case, because the developers are giving credit to people who grunted apparently, so that's fantastic. In terms of graphics, I didn't expect lit graphics in 2022 or anything, but the models seem lacking. Again, that's because apparently the developers published the wrong version of the game on the PC. They published the PlayStation 4 version, and even then the PlayStation 4 versions look better than this. I don't know what the fuck happened here. Again, as per usual, you can tell people are supporting their homies. It's a unique game apparently. For me it isn't. I've played plenty of games like this, once a dozen. You fly like Genos from One Punch Man? Do you really? Do you really? Let's be honest, do you really? The game is badass, sure, you know, I guess having like 5 minutes of everything with 25 minutes of story is awesome in some places. You can tell when people are recommending this game based upon their homies, because I mean 13 hours for this game. I don't know how they got like these high numbers. This game is barely like 1 hour of gameplay followed by like 4 or 5 hours of dialogue. Let's look at something. I want to see that person that was complaining about another person. What are they called? Double shot something? Dual shot. Dual shot 66 says, who received the game for free, so you know there's clearly no bias here. Don't listen to these idiots above and below me saying it's a bad game. They didn't even play the game. Well, played past tense to the demonative of the future. They don't even play the game properly for 5 hours. Because that's how long the game is. And I'm sorry, but an action game cannot have 2 hours of dialogue at the start with no gameplay. After finishing the game completely, these are my thoughts. 1. They had an absolute blast playing this as I finished it in one go. I don't know what this has got to do with anything. There's plenty of games you can finish in one go if you play for 24 hours. 2. In my opinion, it's definitely one of the best 3D open world platformers of 2022. Just clearly like you who doesn't know what A, a platformer is, B, what a 3D open world is, and C, what the year of 2022 is, because this was published in the beginning year of 2022, not at the end. So you can't have a definite of something if it's not near the end of the year. But what do I know about years, apparently? Amazing storyline, as it always kept me excited to know more and keep going. Because it's not like literally every other part of the game had 10 sentences, like 10 pieces of dialogue, subtitles, just to explain the words, hey, let's meet up and talk about this. That's not how people talk. You know, but I guess in some places, in some countries, mobile phone plans are free. In Canada, mobile phone plans are shit. They cost a lot. So I cannot even imagine for a second spending 10 minutes talking with my friend just to sum it up as, hey, we'll meet up at your house and talk about taking down evil. Open world with linear story. These are words that don't mean anything because every single open world game has a linear story. Fallout 4 has a linear story, so Skyrim. Games inherently have a linear story. Like, I don't know what this means, but definitely it means something for this person who is such a badass. Amazing and unique game pillars. Verbal diarrhea, just like this game, I guess, because I don't fucking know what it means by amazing and unique game pillars. Do you mean the pillars inside the game? In which case, yes, they're amazing. Especially when you can make a hole in the ground that goes nowhere. It's a small 8-hour game. You can maybe finish it in 6 hours too. 8 hours is not small. 8 hours is the median for a game. 4 hours is small, or if it's a roguelite, it's a small experience, or if it's a bigger RPG, it's longer. Technically, 4 to 6 is small. It depends on the type of game. A game like this, with 8 hours, is long. A game of this kind is long. You have to categorize the game by the type it is. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to play 12 hours of Call of Duty with the same story. There's a reason FPS games usually have short game story, unless they are like a little bit more complicated or something like that. You have to define the genre. I know it sounds like I'm bullying this guy, but if he's gonna call everybody idiots, I'm allowed to criticize them in every way possible. Graphically, not the best looking game, but it's okay. Again, aesthetically, it's not a bad looking game, but graphically, it's the worst looking game for 2022. Unless you're talking about like those asset flips. Because the people who are in charge of the engine, they fucked up. The shadows don't even fucking work. The target lock-on system is buggy at times. It's not buggy, it just works based upon the screen. And if it's too much distance or something like that, especially out of the screen, you lose the lock-on, which the entire game relies on because you don't have air control. Sometimes the animation of hits don't connect very well. It's the perfect game for you apparently, and yet the two major problems with a combat game don't work. Do they now? That is like saying my car engine doesn't work sometimes, it's a 9 out of 10. It's not the most polished game out there, but it has more than enough story hooks to make it all worth it. You're just regurgitating verbal diarrhea from a random YouTuber. I'm pretty sure you yourself don't know what this entire sentence means. Although it's a must play if you want to play Poor Man's Zelda. I don't know where the fuck this Zelda comparison is coming from. I said it as a joke, because of the character's outfit. Not because of anything else, and yet apparently people think the gameplay is Zelda. Score 7 out of 10, too much water. Oh, they gave the game a good ending. Well, not good ending, like a good review. Because they got it for free, and they have a YouTube channel where they can get 100 views on this game, I guess. Good for them, bravo. I'm sorry. I know I'm being such a bully, but man, honestly. Astriago's Curse of the Stars. Look at this, a game that's cheaper than this game technically, and I heard like good things about it. What other games did I like here that like, you know, I know about them? Cynthia, the Hidden Moon. Wow, this looks like a janky game. Maybe I'll play this one day. It looks so much like Zelda, this one. This one looks like a Zelda from the screenshots alone, whatever the fuck this is. Pathless, I know. On a discount, it's like, again, cheaper. Aterna Noctis, I heard about this one. I think it's a good game, but also it's cheaper. Lara Croft and Guardian of Light. Not many people's kind of game, but I know apparently it's very decent. And it's cheaper. Mirror's Edge. Everybody knows about this game, of course. You know, I mean, it's a pretty old game, but you know, I'm just saying. Prince of Persia, the infamous one that they rebooted, whatever, you know, that thing, which some people say it's okay, but also not okay. But also, it's only $10. So with all of this being said, I don't know where these developers get off for charging almost 40 Canadian dollar for this game in today's economy. They have no right to ask this much money. The effort that they put in the game is not equivalent to this. I know I'm being a bully, but man, I'm honestly so tired of like people make a mess out of the game, and instead of taking like the cost, like they're like, listen, our game is not that great, we put in effort, please enjoy it, it's about our heritage, our culture, we want you to enjoy it. We'll sell it for like $20. Instead of doing that, they make it so obvious they didn't care about their culture, their people, nothing. It's so obvious it's a cash grab. Like $40 for this, honestly. Listen, just because you don't know how to make a game, it took you 2 years to program one line of code on how to fly up and down and not be able to control yourself while flying up and down, doesn't mean I have to subsidize your game, okay? That's not how it works. Man, I'm so mean, honestly. And yeah, before anybody asks, you can't buy the music for this game. If you want the music, you have to extract it from here, okay? Go ahead. Again, it's a pity for the art, honestly. The art is wasted on this game. The music, the art, the passion is wasted by whoever was the asshole that decided, hey, this game needs to cost $40 and I'm not gonna even bother putting everything properly together. Is this mom or is this me? Oh, the first lady at the start. Yeah, okay, don't ask me how the woman at the start had a hand once you put it in. But anyways, you can't even get the music, but you can extract the music if you want. The music is good. I don't know why they're not selling the music. I guess the people, the publishers or the main developers, they're just greedy fucks. And they're like, the guys who made the music, they don't deserve money. They could at least sell the music on the store and give the money to the artist that made the music. They could at least do that. They're not doing that because it's pretty obvious they just want your money. They don't care about their culture, honestly. It's so blatantly obvious. And there isn't like too much music, voice acting. Wow. Please nobody tell me even for a second anybody voice acted this. I have no idea. Okay. No, I'm sorry, but this is from The Sims. This has to be from The Sims. You can't tell me they voice acted this. They sound like The Sims, man! The only difference is more breathy. Scream. This is one-to-one The Sims voice acting. I've used enough mods in The Sims to know what this voice acting is. God. Okay, anyways. On that note, 99 sippy tight peeps, I'm out. Take care, Richie. Bye bye. Stay safe. I have nothing else to say, honestly.